Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Sophie Davis and today I'm talking all things hair care and hair wellness. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoyed it. In this segment I'll be talking about my experience with traction alopecia. I'll also be giving a few tips on head wrapping styles. Before I start, I want to shout out ambitionradio.com and Outlandish Entertainment. Links available in my description. January this year, I decided to give wearing wigs and weaves a break. And the reason for that is because I was suffering from traction alopecia. Now, that's something that a lot of people get when they're actually manipulating their hairline. So with myself, I think it was years and years of just pulling and tugging on my hair, especially my hairline, trying to achieve certain styles. There was so much damage caused that it just got to the point where I couldn't actually physically put wigs and weaves on my head, because it was just like to the point of it just didn't make any sense to actually wear them. So I started my natural hair journey in January, and I just thought to myself, well, if I'm going to start my natural hair journey without I've actually permed my hair in maybe about 8 years or so. So I've not been chemically processing my hair, but I have actually been putting heat on my hair, and I've actually been blow drying out my hair. But that is through when I used to get my hair done at a hairdresser, so I'd ask them to blow dry out my hair and then put the straighteners through it, which I don't know why, put the straighteners through it, and then actually go on to style the hair or put in weave, which obviously involves taking plaiting hair, plaiting for the weave or for the wig, and then putting in a sew-in. So that was something that I was doing on a continual basis. It was something where it was like an addiction for me. So I was like, I couldn't even go. There were times when I couldn't go without the weave, because for me personally, it was like I felt like I was going out without anything on my head, when really I had hair on my head to grow. So for me, it was a lot of kind of processing and going through that, where it was like, okay, I'm starting my natural hair journey, but not only that is, okay, beyond that, if I'm starting my hair journey, then I might as well do it as me, rather than actually when I'm at home wearing my own hair for the growth, but then going outside wearing a wig. Didn't make any sense for my journey and what I wanted to achieve. And there were times when I would actually wear a wig that wasn't sewn on, and then what would happen is I'd be putting on these wigs, even if I had a silk band around the hairline. I'd put on the wigs, and then I'd notice the next day that my hairline was just eating out. It's a no-brainer, really. I thought, okay, if you want to go natural, go the full course. Don't actually substitute wearing a wrap for actually just putting a wig on my head. So now I'm going to show you a few pictures of how my alopecia started. So here is December. I actually put in braids in my own hair, and then that's when I really started noticing the difference. I had a pony in this picture, high-tail pony, so I decided to just stop wearing wigs completely and hair extensions. As you can see, this is January, and the hairline is like literally like ripped out quite badly. This is February. The front has like all patches and everything, and the hairline's very short. This is March. This is where I like started growing back the hair. As you can see, there's still patches in the same on the other side of the head. This is April, where I noticed more new growth. And this is a picture from June, where my hairline's literally recovering more. It looks a lot more healthier and fuller. And then this is now. This is where my hairline just looks so much better, where my hairline has grown back to normal. So as you saw from the photos, my traction alopecia actually, it maybe started around a year ago. So I was having braids done, and I was so desperate to ask my hairdresser to catch up every side of my baby hairs. And basically for me, it was a thing of that I didn't care at what cost. As long as I got the style done, I didn't actually care about the damage, the long-term damage it was doing to my hair follicles. So I'll be sharing this actually in my next video, just basically the story behind how I recovered from it, what I did to actually reverse the alopecia, and just my journey toward actually growing my edges back. So that was a big thing for me. So these are basically some of the styles. So I've got this style, and I've got a couple of other wraps, but those ones are like kind of come in a square, and they're silk, all silk or satin. And what I do is I just tie it in half, and then fold it in half, and then actually tie it around. But those styles, because the material is not as big, then I mainly wrap them up like a hairband. I'll put one of the pictures in there just so you can see. So yeah, that was one of the styles. But also I do invest. I like to invest in like kind of shower cap type head wraps. So if you look at this is one that I have. So this is not one size fits all kind of thing. So with this, it doesn't fit my head because my head's too big, but it's got a nice little elastic, but it's not too, it can actually fit nicely with protecting the hair. So I like to wear things like that miss my hairline, just so I'm protecting the hairline. So I bring mine quite forward quite a bit. But those are the kind of things that are really good, like if you put on these kind of things, it's like good, like a nice summery style. They do ones in all different colours, and I know you can get them online in a few places. Just make sure that you check the sizes, or you can get like a huge scarf like what I've got on my head, and then actually make a wrap out of it. So I'll put in the description link where I actually got it from. So I just got mine from the high street, I believe, but they do so many wraps that you can wrap your head with these days, and that's the beautiful thing about it. So yeah, that's what I do to protect my head. So lastly, the last thing that I do is anytime when I go to sleep, no compromise, no compromise at all. I make sure that I wear my silk bonnet that I've shown you underneath. I wear my silk bonnet. Why? Because I don't want to sleep on anything that's drying. But not only that, but I've replaced all my bedding with silk sheets, silk pillows, everything. Even if I feel like taking a quick power nap in the day, then I put on my silk bonnet, because I know that I don't want my hair rubbing and getting fairy knots. This is one of the things that my hair used to be plagued with when I started my natural journey, was fairy knots. And fairy knots just adds to split ends. It leads to breakage in the hair. It just leads to you having to cut the inches that you grew off, and that's just such a waste of time. So I did have many setbacks in the beginning because I was sleeping on the wrong things. So I tend to keep my silk bonnet on my head and then I'll go to sleep. But it's so simple as that. It's just one of those things that you just literally tweak in your routine. And once you get that routine going, you're never going to eliminate the split ends or the fairy knot, but you can prevent it as much as possible. So that's what I like to do anytime when I'm going to sleep. So it helps so much. It's helped me so much in actually seeing more results in my hair health. So yeah, that's the best thing to have. So that is literally a wrap. Next video, I will be sharing more information about my traction alopecia and how I actually was able to kind of grow my edges, not kind of, but grow my edges and more back. So be sure to stay tuned and look out for my video. Bye bye for now.